what's up guys? Welcome back. My name is Brian. This is episode number 7 and we're making mushroom risotto. Full disclosure, I shot this video a while back, so I didn't really know what I was doing with YouTube yet, so it's not that funny. It's more centered around the actual recipe itself. So for the 3 of you out there that actually watch this for the cooking, this one's for you, baby! When making risotto, you gotta use a specific rice. It's called arborio rice. It's a little bit more expensive than standard rice, but we gonna use it anyway because we're fancier than a motherfucker. Here I have our sauté ingredients. I've got onions, garlic, shallots, some rosemary and thyme, and mushrooms. This is a mixture of portobello and shiitake mushrooms. To chop these up, I usually use my gun or my hand, but this time I'm actually gonna use a knife. The mushrooms I'll just pick apart. Keep a pot of warm stock on the side of your sauté pan. It can be any kind of stock you want, chicken, vegetable, beef. I'm using a homemade chicken stock, and if only there was somewhere that you could find a link with directions on how to make a homemade chicken stock. Okay, sauté pan on high heat, a little olive oil, throw in your mushrooms. Add in a little salt and pepper, but don't overdo it with the salt because chicken stock has a lot of salt in it and we're going to use a lot of stock. Risotto close up. Next add your onions, garlic, and shallots, your fancy arborio rice, and a little more olive oil. Stir it all together and let it brown. Now you're going to be doing a lot of stirring in this recipe. Risotto actually means stir in Italian. It's totally true. Don't even look it up, just take my word for it. Risotto, close up. After the rice is browned, add in a cup of white wine, cook off the alcohol, and inhale the fumes. Then add in your rosemary and thyme. Stir, 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 stir. Now's the point where you start adding stock into your risotto. The stock needs to be hot. If you use cold stock, your risotto's never gonna cook, and you'll just be sitting there stirring uncooked rice like an idiot for hours. Risotto close up. Have your pan on medium heat and keep stirring while adding in stock as the stock evaporates. Make sure you're tasting for seasoning and texture. What you're going for is a creamy texture with a little bit of bite in the rice. This process does take some time and love, but trust me, it's worth it. This is about where we want to be for texture. For the last step, add in some butter and some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. And I know what you're thinking, Brian, that looks really heavy. I think I might get a heart attack. Yeah, you probably will. Normally I would just pick up the pan and move in front of the TV and eat it straight out of the pan like some sort of ogre. But society won't let me do that. I have to make this pretty into a nice little plate. So here's some more Parmesan cheese, as if there wasn't enough already. Some colorful chives, not those ugly chives. And because we want to be fancy and I have no money, I'm using truffle oil to top it off. I can't afford real truffles. Are you kidding me? They're like $3,000 a pound. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me everywhere at Nokidoki. This is the best risotto you'll ever have. Learn how to cook it so that when Valentine's Day comes up, you can make it for your significant other. And I'll be at home by myself thinking about you both while I eat Parmesan cheese slices and pet my cat and watch The Office. But just those Pam and Jim episodes, because those Pam and Jim episodes are just beautiful.
Feel good, make you feel good. I'm looking for emotion.
I mean, how does somebody propose to someone at a gas station and make it so romantical?